There is a kind of power that most people overlook entirely. It is not loud. It is not aggressive. It does not come from a title, a position, or how much money sits in your account. It comes from how you think, how you respond, and how little you need from the world around you. The ancient Stoics understood power differently than most. They did not chase influence. They did not seek to control others. Instead, they mastered the one thing that gives a person real, lasting authority. They mastered themselves. Marcus Aurelius ruled the Roman Empire, yet he spent his private moments writing about self-discipline and restraint. Seneca had more wealth than most people could imagine, yet he practiced poverty by choice. Epictetus was born a slave, yet his words have guided leaders for 2,000 years. These men operated by a set of unwritten laws, laws that were never taught in schools, never spoken in public, and never meant for the masses. Today you will learn 7 of them, and once you understand them, you will see the world very differently. The first law is one most people break every single day. Law number 1. The law of silence. Speak less than necessary. Most people talk to fill space. They share opinions no one asked for. They explain themselves when no explanation is needed. They reveal their thoughts before those thoughts have any real weight. The Stoics saw speech as a tool, not a habit, and a tool should only be used when it serves a purpose. Seneca wrote that we are often more afraid of what we ourselves might say than of what others might say to us, because once your words leave your mouth, they no longer belong to you. The person who speaks less is always more carefully listened to. Their words carry weight because they are rare. Silence is not the absence of power. It is the highest expression of it. Law number 2. The law of indifference. Master your reactions. The moment you react emotionally to something, you give it power over you. An insult only hurts if you let it in. A setback only destroys you if you let it define you. Marcus Aurelius wrote that you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The law of indifference does not mean you feel nothing. It means you choose what deserves your energy. Most things do not. When someone insults you and you do not flinch, you send a message louder than any response could. When something goes wrong and you remain composed, people notice. The person who cannot be provoked cannot be controlled. And that is a form of power most people will never understand. Law number 3, the law of detachment. Own nothing emotionally. This does not mean you stop caring. It means you stop clinging. The Stoics understood that everything external is temporary. Your reputation, your possessions, even the people around you. None of it is guaranteed to stay. Epictetus taught that we suffer not from events themselves, but from our attachment to how we think things should be. When you detach emotionally from outcomes, you become untouchable. Not because you do not care, but because your peace does not depend on things you cannot control. The person who can walk away from anything is the person who holds all the power, not because they want to leave, but because they do not need to stay. If these laws are shifting something in you, subscribe so you do not miss what comes next. Law number 4, the law of the observer. Watch more than you act. Most people are so busy reacting to the world that they never stop to truly observe it. They speak before they listen. They move before they understand. They form opinions before they have all the information. The Stoics believed that wisdom begins with observation. Marcus Aurelius was known for listening far more than he spoke. In meetings with his generals, in audiences with foreign leaders, he would sit quietly, watching, absorbing, processing. When you observe more than you act, you see patterns others miss. You notice what people really mean beneath what they say. You understand the full picture before making a single move. The observer is always the most powerful person in the room, because they know more than anyone thinks they do. Law number 5, the law of self-sufficiency. Need nothing from anyone. This is not about isolation, it is about freedom. The moment you need someone's approval, you give them power over you. The moment you depend on someone for happiness, you hand them the ability to take it away. Seneca wrote that the man who has anticipated the coming of troubles takes away their power when they arrive. But the man who depends on others for his peace has no power at all. Self-sufficiency means you can enjoy connection without requiring it. You can appreciate praise without depending on it. You can stand alone without falling apart. When people realize that you do not need them, something changes. They begin to respect you more, not because you push them away, but because you are complete without them. And that kind of wholeness is deeply rare. Law number 6, the law of endurance. Outlast everyone. Most people quit when things get difficult. They change directions at the first sign of resistance. They abandon their goals when progress slows down. The Stoics saw endurance as the ultimate form of power. Epictetus, who endured slavery, poverty, and exile, taught that no great thing is created suddenly, any more than a bunch of grapes or a fig. If you tell me you desire a fig, I answer you that there must be time. Let it first blossom, then bear fruit, then ripen. The person who can endure what others cannot will always come out ahead, not because they are more talented, but because they are still standing when everyone else has walked away. Patience is not passive. It is one of the most powerful forces in the world. Law number 7, the law of composure. Never let them see you shaken. This is the law that ties every other law together. You can be exhausted. You can be overwhelmed. You can be uncertain about what comes next. But the moment you let the world see you unraveling, you lose something very difficult to get back. Marcus Aurelius faced plague, war, betrayal, and the death of those he loved. And through all of it, he maintained his composure. Not because he did not feel pain, but because he understood that how you carry yourself in difficult moments defines how others see you. Composure is not about hiding your emotions. It is about choosing when and where you reveal them. The person who remains calm when everything around them is falling apart becomes the person everyone looks to. That is quiet power, and it cannot be taken from you. These 7 laws are not about controlling other people. They are about mastering yourself, your words, your reactions, your attachments, your patience. The Stoics believe that real power is invisible. It does not announce itself. It does not seek recognition. It simply exists in the way you move through the world. You do not need to be louder. You do not need to be more aggressive. You do not need anyone's permission to become powerful. You only need to live by principles that most people will never have the discipline to follow. If this video opens something in you, write the word power in the comments. That way, I will know this kind of content is reaching the right people. And if you want to start each morning with Stoic wisdom, guided reflections, and daily lessons that build real inner strength, download Becoming Stoic. It is free on the App Store, and it is your daily guide to living with clarity, discipline, and quiet authority. Subscribe to this channel for more, and remember, the greatest power is the one no one sees coming.